From a business perspective, we're also very different. We only charge for three things: hours of content encoded, hours of content stored, and hours of content streamed each month. So if you have a 2-hour movie, for example, and you run it through the slicing process, you'd be charged for 2 hours of encoding, not because it takes that long, but because the measurement is the duration of the content. To store that each month, it would be 2 hours of storage, and then playback is going to depend on how much your audience views it. If you have 10 people watch that 2-hour movie end to end, you'd be billed for 20 hours of playback. How is this model different from a lot of the other solutions out there? Well, the first one you'll notice is that we're charging in terms of hours, not gigabytes. So this has several advantages to you as a content owner. For example, the first is predictability. So let's say that you're streaming a live event next week and your research department has said, we think we're going to have about 1 million people watching, and on average they're going to watch about an hour each. So you know that you're going to stream 1 million hours. If you're on a gigabytes transferred model, you then have a whole other set of assumptions that you have to make. If you're streaming adaptive video, you need to know, okay, well, how many profiles do I have to create? At what rate are these people going to stream? If you're doing a multi-format approach, it gets even worse, because now it's, okay, I'm doing adaptive streaming, but on which devices and platforms? Because it might cost me more to stream to a big screen television than it does to an iPhone. And so all of a sudden you have layers upon layers of predictions that you have to make, which means your ultimate forecast is going to be less accurate. With the hours streamed model, once you know it's 1 million hours, you're done. You know exactly how much it's going to cost you. Which leads us to the next benefit. If you're monetizing your content in any way, but particularly advertising, measuring in terms of hours is far superior. Because once you're measuring in terms of hours, all you have to do is figure out your CPM. You know your cost, right? You know exactly what an hour of streaming costs you. So now it's up to your advertising sales team to go get the right CPM to match that. And that's it. You don't have to worry about which devices. You don't have to worry about not having enough users. If you can make a single hour of streaming profitable, then 1 million hours of streaming will be profitable too. And finally, since we're charging based on hours of content and not gigabytes, you're never punished for delivering HD video to your audience. From our service, that's just included for free. And the reason for that is because we only look good when you look good. And so we don't ever want to do anything that would discourage our customers from delivering high quality content to their audience.